So, even with a small reaction, I decided I would go ahead and do this video anyways. Like, I know I asked for 6 questions, but I expected more coming from, a page with 4,000 likes. Oh well. Alright. First question from Sam Vikernes, whatever, I really don't give a shit. What is your opinion on other genres of metal? Well, I asked him a return question that he didn't answer, so I'm just gonna answer it like I want to. Um, I love all genres of metal. I really do. There's nothing I like. There's nothing I really don't like. Um, I'm really big on black metal, power metal, prog metal, and doom metal. Those four especially. Um, those are my biggest. Uh, One that I can say I really don't care for all that much is probably sludge metal. Like, I like a lot of sludge metal, but it's not one of my favorites. And this is probably too loud. I have no clue. If it is, I'll just redo this video. Um, but yeah, I like most genres of metal. Uh, what's next one is from Simone Edgerly. What's your argument on the whole priest versus maiden deal that everyone always discusses? First off, bigger maiden fan than priest to start off. I think Maiden has better song structure. I think Judas Priest mainly went for the whole deal, bam, in your face, kind of no blues, straight on heavy metal. Um, I think they had a bigger hand in the sound of heavy metal today than Black Sabbath did, but that's just my opinion. Um, but yeah, Iron Maiden for the win. I'm going to see them in September. Yeah, September with Megadeth. Um, Next one, ignoring that one. Next one is from Connor Pancakes Misner, and it's a sarcastic question. Do you listen to Rings of Saturn? Because obviously I do, if my tag is Dingier or Dinger, I don't know how to pronounce it. Uh, but yes, I love Rings of Saturn. I love their first album. I having trouble recalling the name right now. I'm friends with Ian Bear and Lucas Mann on Facebook. Wish I could see them on Summer Slaughter, but I can't. It comes nowhere near me. Uh, but yeah, past that. Next one is from Sarah Gallmeyer. Sarah Michelle Gallmeyer. Um, other than the U.S., what country would you say is your favorite in terms of music that comes from it? Uh, First off, Canada, hands down. One of my favorite bands, Woods of Ypres, is from Canada. Ontario, somewhere in that area. I don't know. I don't know my Canada. But yeah, Woods of Ypres. Them being from Canada, plus just a lot of kick-ass bands come from Canada. Um, Next would probably have to be Scandinavia, because first off, Sabaton, duh. um, but yeah, Scandinavia. Can't really say I care for any other countries specifically. Um, Besides America, but you said other than the U.S. So on to next and final question. From Triton Frege Williams. I probably murdered that fucking name, but I'm sorry. What are your favorite non-metal bands? I went for a period not too long ago where I wouldn't listen to metal at all. I took a break from it, and during that time, I got into bands that I was already into these bands, but I dove more into their discographies and got really into them. First off, being Kansas. I was raised with Kansas, but you know it was the same old "Carry On, My Wayward Son" and uh, "Dust in the Wind." But now I listen to a good chunk of their discography. Really love them. It's a good bonding band for me and my dad because he saw them when he was my age in my area. Uh, Next is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Uh, really love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Probably my favorite non-metal band out of all of these. Uh, I love Anthony Kiedis. I plan on reading his autobiography soon. Flea, fantastic bass player. Uh, I own an album by the Mars Volta called Francis the Mute, and either Flea played bass on one track or the entire album. I can't remember. I don't think it was the entire album, but the one track he played bass on one track, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Uh, John Frusciante, I listened to a lot of his solo work too. Fantastic stuff. You should really check it out if you like progressive ambient music. Next, Boston. Brad Delp, Tom Schultz, fantastic musicians, fan-fucking-tastic musicians. Rest in peace, Brad Delp. Uh, but yeah, Boston. I love Boston. I played their original album over and over and over again. Uh, Not much I can say about them, honestly. But next, Blue Oyster Cult. First time I ever listened to Blue Oyster Cult, I was stoned. Stoned out off my ass. And it's funny because I'm listening to Junkhead by Alice in Chains. But yeah, Blue Oyster Cult, one of my favorite. Next to Red Hot Chili Peppers, favorite non-metal band. I think Blue Oyster Cult was one of the better bands of the 70s. Definitely. Better than Led Zeppelin, yes. Better than Black Sabbath, yes. Maybe not better than Rush. Maybe not better than Rush. I like how they traded off vocal duties a lot. Like there wasn't a set lead vocalist. I really dig that. I need to get their work on vinyl because I've heard it on vinyl and it sounds absolutely fucking fantastic. Now getting out of the classic, well, Red Hot Chili Peppers wasn't classic. But getting out of the classic rock, Cake. I really like Cake. Every now and then I go on a cake binge. No, it's not because I'm a fat ass. I'm not talking about the food. I'm talking about the band Cake. The whole monotone radio shit, whatever you think they are. I really dig them. Next is a not so well known band called Sorry Okay Yes. Really similar to Cake, I'd say. I don't have much to say about them, but similar to Cake. Next, Foo Fighters. I was raised with the Foo Fighters as well. Uh, I love Dave Grohl to death. I think he's a fantastic role model. If you had to choose a role model, I myself really do not have any role models, but if you had to choose one, choose Dave Grohl because he's a fantastic man. He's a brilliant man. Thin Lizzy. This is for Brandon Billard if he watches this. Thin Lizzy is one of my favorite non-metal bands. Love him to death. I own the album Live and Dangerous, the live album by them. I love it. And I own, I think it's called Johnny the Fox on vinyl. And I consider these next guys metal, but a lot of people don't. It's who I'm listening to, Alice in Chains. A lot of people consider them grunge, but nowadays they're sludge metal, believe it or not. I really dig them. Probably one of my favorite bands, metal or not. I was raised with them, and I still listen to them every day. So, yeah, that's all I really got for you. And if I refresh the Euronymous page, and there's more questions, sorry guys, you missed the deadline.